How to prospect in a social situation. Many salespeople would categorize prospecting in a social situation as mixing business with pleasure. The reason for this is that many of the social situations they find themselves in are with people that would be a good prospect for what they do. The last thing you want is to be the person in your circle of influence that everyone runs away from. And your fear is that if you introduce business in these settings, people will run away from you. How many times have you been in a social situation and thought something like this? And I'd love to talk business with Emma Jean, but if I do, I'm worried that I might jeopardize our friendship. Emma Jean would be a great client, and I'd love to tell her what I do, but I don't want her to think I'm pushy and avoid me at our kids' events. And finally, I don't know how Emma Jean would feel about me approaching her here. Recognize that there is a time and a place for everything. The opportunity to discuss business with people you know socially has 4 key elements: the equity you have built in the relationship, how well you know the person, timing, and how you bring up the subject. It might sound something like this: Clyde, I was thinking about you the other day. You and I have never talked business before. I'd love to get together for breakfast or lunch to explore some ideas with you. Is this something you'd be interested in doing? If the prospect is receptive, you would simply ask for a meeting by saying, great, what works for you? If they're not interested, you don't want to fold up like a lawn chair. You will want to respond in a way that doesn't make anyone feel uncomfortable and leaves the door open for future conversations. It might sound something like this: no problem, Clyde. It was something I was thinking about that made sense to me, and I just wanted to see if you had any interest. If I can be a sounding board or a resource for you or anybody you know in the future, please let me know. Then go back to the social conversation. Even though they're not interested, you've accomplished 2 things. Number 1, you got the offer out. Rather than doing nothing, you did not make any assumptions about whether or not they were interested, and you let them make their own decision. The second thing you accomplished is that you planted a seed for the future. You offered yourself as a resource, and they may begin to view you in a different light that they have in the past. The bottom line is that anything can happen once you get the offer out. What have you got to lose? What to do? In the next social situation that you're in, if the timing is right, get your offer out. The time, as always, is now.